Hi, my name is Alka, and welcome to the Death of Mario, my submission to Super Flips' 2019 Halloween competition. This is the second Halloween competition, and I submitted to both of them. The last one I submitted Super Flips' Mansion, which at the time was my favorite hack. I loved that hack so much. Just the concept of it, of going through a mansion, slowly unlocking your way up through it. It's kind of like an open world type of thing. I really enjoyed it. And for this competition, I made the Death of Mario, which might still be my favorite hack that I've ever made. I have a very soft spot for this hack, and when I made it, this is a hack I go back to all the time. It's just, if I need something to play, I just pull this up. It's so fun to me anyway. It's not that long. It's like maybe 10 minutes. You just go through the 3 levels, all of which are very fun to play in my opinion, and on top of that has really cool atmosphere, an interesting story. I just really like it, and it has a very similar level of polish as the last hack. So Flips' prior competition to this is linear competition, and to that I submitted Bounce High Skyland, which was a linear hack like this one, but it only had 1 level. It was very short, but people really liked it, so I wanted to make something bigger and better. It's like, yes, okay, I'm gonna make a 3-level long hack with a story and atmosphere and everything. This is the big one. I'm gonna spend so much time on this. It's gonna be the best hack I've ever made, and I did it. This is the Death of Mario, and at the time I just played through Ghost Trick Phantom Detective, which I love that game. If you've never played that game, please do. There's even a poster of it in this game, as you can see. So I really care about it, and still do. Now, a bit about the story of this game. It's very inspired by Ghost Trick, but as you can tell by the title, Mario kinda dies, and he ends up in the Underwhere, which is a reference to Super Paper Mario, which is an underworld-inspired place. But this doesn't actually look like the Underwhere. My headcanon, I guess, or the canon to this game, is that there is, like, the Underwhere is just huge. Like the Underworld, there's like several different floors to it. So Mario just kind of ended up in a different place here called Dudom Town after his death. And he arrived there on Halloween Eve. That's when this game takes place, which is a little funny joke that I kind of like, because Halloween is already in Eve because it's Hallows Eve, so it's really stupid for there to be a Halloween Eve, which is the joke. Yeah, I explained the joke to everyone because nobody seems to care, and I kind of really like it. So on the way to Peach's Halloween Eve party, Mario dies and ends up in the Underwear. He ends up in Dudom Town, and he meets this sign named Signy, who tells him that he can get back to life if he finds a 1-up mushroom, which is hidden somewhere within the Underwear. So Mario must traverse across 3 different levels to get to the 1-up mushroom, and I absolutely love each of these levels so much. This one right here, I think to me really what does it is the music. I didn't make the music, I didn't import the music, but I really like the music. It sets up both the tone of the hack, but also it sounds like a good beginning of an adventure type of theme. You're like a mysterious vibe to it. It's perfect. Apparently it's from Rayman. Rayman has some pretty good tunes. So, but yes, I love this level, and it's its main mechanics, other than like the sinking floor and stuff, is the cobwebs, which you can barely jump on, and it's just really nice how everything flows together, how all the mechanics come together. It's really cool. What people don't find here though is this. It's a hidden 8-bit Luigi! The very first one I ever put into a ROM hack. And people have not found these things. They've been in a lot of my ROM hacks, and I haven't seen anybody talk about them at all. So Whoops certainly hasn't really found any. But this is the very first one. It's in the Mario, so it's just behind that corner. It's very hard to get to because you can easily fall off there, but it's there, and you can play the hack yourself, and you can find it. So there you go. There's the little secret. Oh my gosh. In this first level, we can actually like look up and see the tower in the distance, which is interesting. Just as a little like just to make everything feel like a cohesive world. So Sign tells you that your next task is to go through the sewers. Each level has its own name, and you can pause to see what it's called. This is Spewer Sewers. And like I said, I like all the levels in this hack. I really like this one, and how it flows. So, if you've played my Mario Maker levels, you would know I love on-off blocks a lot. And I never really got to properly use them in a Mario 64 hack. And I thought, well, this is my prime opportunity. I wanted this hack to be my best hack ever. You know, a big send-off type of thing. ROM Manager had been out at this point, but I haven't moved to it yet. I was still using Super Mario 64 Editor, so I kind of thought to myself, thinking, this is gonna be like the best like Super Mario 64 Editor hack I've ever made, and then I'll eventually move on to ROM Manager. So this is my last hack that I made in Super Mario 64 Editor, and I really struggled getting Warwick's patch to work with ROM Manager, so this is the last time I ever use it, which is the last hack I could have used the on-off blocks on, so I think the decision of using them here was good as a core mechanic of the sewers. So on-off blocks, that was the on-off block section. Just a clever way of making you go around and around, and it just flows nicely. Level flows nicely, and it introduces the fog mechanic here, and which is now elaborated upon, where you have to go in and out of the fog, which I had never seen used in the hack before. I mean, I've seen similar things, but not quite this. And I really thought that the hazy maze haze it was kind of underutilized. A lot of people don't use it, so I wanted to use it here because it's a sewer level, and I thought it fit. I should say that this sewer level was the last level that I thought about when I was coming up with ideas. It's actually inspired by It, like the movie, because I think that just came out at the time, or was relatively new, and so I watched it, and I was like, ooh, this is scary hack. It's scary. It has sewers as a main part of it. It's kind of cool. How about I make a sewer-inspired level that has, like, you know, that's scary, and this is what I made. This is what came out of it, and I really like this level a lot. A lot of this comments have been just gushing about, like, I love this hack, but I'm sorry, but I do. I really like it. Even though I made it, I play all the time. It's really good. And Sunny here is just gonna tell you that the tower's up ahead where the 1-up is held. And his next level is based on Bowser levels from Mario 64, as you will soon see. Very similar in style, and using some assets from them as well. Just kind of my own flair to it. Now, what I should be talking about is some cut content from this hack. What I neglected to talk about last time with my Bounce High Skyline video was that I had an idea for a quiz. Because some people were putting quizzes in the hacks for Soul Flips to do, and I thought I would hide a little quiz somewhere in Bounce High Skyland for Soul Flips to find and play through. And it was gonna have some really dumb questions like, what's Luigi Man 04's favorite hack? And like that he's made. and the answer would be Soul Flips' mansion. And it'd be like, oh my gosh, I never thought that that would be the one that he liked so much, you know. Well, I was gonna repurpose that idea in this hack. And I never ended up doing it. I came up with all the questions though. I don't know if I have them written down anymore. But, yeah, I had all the questions written down. I had even like a model made for the quiz section. And the music. I ported a song for it. I did port some songs for this hack, which is a first for a competition, I think. And the songs I ported were for Ghost Trick, because, you know, very heavily inspired by Ghost Trick, and I love Ghost Trick, so Ray's theme's in here, and the theme playing, what I was just playing, was the final struggle from that game. Now Mario comes across here, King of Bomb, which is unmodified. So yeah, the quiz idea never got put in, because I wasn't really into it. But the entrance was going to be a downtown. There's a little thing that's blocked off, like an entrance. The point of that is to make it seem like the downtown's like a lot bigger, because it's really small. That you get the small portion you get to explore in the actual hack. But that entrance, I was gonna hide a little warp behind it. And if you BLJ into the warp, you would have been sent to the quiz. But I never made the quiz, so there's no warp there. So yeah, there's a little cut content from the hack, and that's really about it in terms of the hack's content. But right here, we have lore about how Shiny was actually killed as a ghost in the real world by someone. And the entire time Mario wasn't actually dead. So, plot twist, Shiny actually set everything up for Mario to get sent down here to save himself by making Mario get the 1-up for him. But who is this Shiny person? Who is this guy who tricked Mario into doing all of this? It's Nathaniel Bandy. So yes, the Soul Flips lore in these hacks, the overarching story, it continues on, and this is really where it stops. As of now, at least. So I love this hack so much, and in later hacks made by me, I reference it a lot, because I really care about it. Like I said, I replay this hack all the time, and a lot of this commentary is to me, like, talking about, like, hey, I love this hack, but I really do. And compared to Bowside Skyline, which has I think Bowside Skyline might be rated higher on Rocket.com than this, which really surprises me, because I love this hack. And I made this end screen for it. I made a trailer for this hack. That's how you know I care about a hack. I make a trailer for it for my YouTube channel that no longer exists. My old one, anyway. But that was the death of Mario. A hack very inspired by Ghost Trick, which is a game you should play. As of recording this, it recently got a remake. You can play it on all your favorite little devices. You should check it out. It's on PC too. You know, please. It's really good. If you like a good story, you're in for a treat with that game. But other than that was the death of Mario. One of my favorite hacks I've ever made, and I really want people to play it because it's just really fun. And that's about it. I hope you got something out of this video of me just talking about how much I like this hack. Just, there's so much to talk about here. Even like the beginning section is like, it's designed for people, just to make sure that people have a grasp of how Mario moves and everything, with the little wall jumping section, and make sure they know how the long jump and everything. It builds upon the ideas of Bounce High Skyline, of just being accessible to everybody and everything else with like the polish, the design, everything is just that, but really honed in here, and I love it. I love this hack. It turned out really good. And it's really hard to believe that it came out in 2019, which it just doesn't feel that long ago when I made this. Like comparing this to Skull Pirate Bandy feels so much older than this hack. But I guess this is just goes to show how much I had grown between Skull Pirate Bandy and this. It's crazy. But anyway, I hope you enjoyed. See you next time.